What's going on, guys? This is Yeswirez, and I want to talk about something that's kind of serious, and it's kind of, affected me a little bit. I definitely know that for sure. I want to talk about breakups. Now, breakups when you're going through high school can be pretty tough, especially because you're young and you're grown up, and your mind is, let's face it, I'm 18 right now, and my mind is still, it's developing. And I just got out of this relationship. And to be honest, guys, I felt like I was actually in love with this person. And I told myself I was in love with this person. And which made it all really, really bad when the breakup happened. But I'm gonna tell you guys this right now. One thing that you want to know is there is no getting around pain. You're gonna go through pain. It's just gonna happen. There's no getting around it. My best bet is to, when you can cry, cry as hard as you can. Like, just cry as hard as you can and try and get all of that out of you. Just all of that out of you. And then cry all night if you have to. And then the next day, you're still gonna feel terrible. You going through it, maybe the crying will stop, but you're still gonna feel like crap. One thing you definitely want to do is you definitely want to get rid of any pictures, anything. That may be the toughest thing to do, but trust me, in the long run, getting rid of those pictures and notes or whatever you got is gonna save you and help you, and that's really what counts. Because if you're gonna get over this breakup, and you're probably in the phase where you don't want to get over it, you want to get her back. Well, let me tell you, if you try to get her back, and say you get her back, and the breakup happens again, you're gonna be even more hurt. The best thing to do is let it go, because there are millions of other women or men out there, depending on what you're looking for or your race, whatever. Okay, it doesn't matter. There's always single people. There's always other people. There's always other options, no matter what you look like. Just trust me, there's always other options. And you can get around this. It's tough, but you want to make sure you're always doing something. You always want to, for instance, hanging out with friends is great. When you're hanging out with friends, it temporarily keeps your mind off of it for a little bit. Granted, your mind not be completely off of it, but you generally don't want to act like a stupid idiot around your friends. So your body and your thoughts, they make you act normal. And when you're having fun with your friends, you start forgetting about it. And, that's great. Or even simple things as playing video games. The problem with playing video games is you can sometimes get a depressing, lonely feel. And that lonely feel can suck. It can really suck. The best thing I suggest is play online. Play with your friends. Best thing to do, seriously, guys. Go out. Be with your friends. Be with... you always gotta be doing something, whether it's drawing or anything. You could always be doing stuff. But, the best thing is going out and being social. And one thing you definitely don't want to rush into another relationship right afterwards. Granted, you're going to be wanting to try and make her jealous, but at the end, you're going to be all mixed up and you're going to start crying. You don't know what's going to happen, because you may have feelings for this person, but you're also suffering the heartbreak, and that's really going to tear you apart. That's going to suck. Especially if you're, I don't know, if you feel like you always need someone to be there for you. And, let's be honest, guys, there's not a lot of people in this world you can trust. And me, honestly, I don't think I trust anyone. Maybe except for my complete best friend. And, he's always been there for my back. But, he went through the same thing I went. He went through this heartbreak. There's no getting around it. You're going to suffer pain no matter what. And one thing you definitely don't want to do is you definitely don't want to drink. Now, you may think, it may take the edge off of things or the ease, but trust me, it isn't. It's just going to make you worse, and you're going to do dumb things. Your life is going to fall apart if you start drinking or do drugs or anything like that. Now, granted, some drugs make you happy, but that's not the case, okay? The drugs that you take are going to make you happy for the moment, and then you're just going to feel like shit afterwards. and it's not going to be good for you at all in the long run. It's just, you're going to feel terrible, and you're going to want more. Let me tell you what this, if you're attached to someone, when you break up, it literally feels like they're heroin. You know, you can't stop talking to them. And, you know, it's crazy, but you have to try and stop talking to them. Because the way this works is, trust me, I know, when you break up with someone, all you want to do is keep talking to them. It's hard not to talk to them. But what you want to do, or what you need to do, is stop talking to them. The longer that you stop talking to them, the less of an urge you get to talk to them. You don't, it's like heroin or something. You don't, it's like a fix. Whenever you talk to this girl or boy, you know, that's your fix. Even though you're not dating, you feel like, oh, you know, this is great, you know. But that's not what you want. You want to, or you need to break off, and you'll never be fully satisfied. Just trust me when I say this. You're never going to be fully satisfied, and you need to break off and hopefully find someone better down the road. I mean, for a while you're going to stop caring about a lot of things, but that shouldn't be anything. If anything, learn from the relationship, learn from what you had. Tell yourself that it's over. Get all the crying out of the way. You need to just keep telling yourself, I need to let this go. And I'm going to be honest, guys, for the first month or so, you're not going to be able to let it go. But it's just gradually, you have to do something, whether it's eating or doing something. I find the great way to get my mind off of things is to work out. I mean, I'm not incredibly buff, but I've been doing it for about a year, and I've noticed a lot of results. It's something to do. I mean, anything. I mean, I'm telling you right now, working out is great. I mean, you should try it. It's time consuming, and you know, it doesn't even feel like it's time consuming. And it's a great way to take out pain. Another great way to take out the pain and stress is playing guitar. You know, I'm not great at guitar. I only know a few chords, whatnot. But hey, whenever I play, you know, a lot of my troubles and worries seem to go away. And another thing that's great is, I don't know if you've ever played the game Skyrim. That game, literally, you walk around, there's so much to do. And you start forgetting about the pain in your past and the memories, because you're worried about dragons and shit. And you know, that's great. But the key to a successful relationship is, you know, it's based around trust. And sometimes you can't trust the other person. But if you're suffering through a heartbreak, don't worry, okay? That feeling, you think it's gonna be forever, it's not going to be forever. It'll go away eventually. You just have to give it time. Alright guys, this has been me talking about breakups and whatnot. Be sure to leave a comment, subscribe, and share this video, whatever you want. Leave suggestions in the comment section below for what I should do next, or what do you want me to talk about. I've been through so much of my life, so I have no problem talking about it openly. Thanks guys. See you later. Bye.